Yeah.
What up, people? We are back here for the Mexico Open at Vidanta World. This is For the Win with your hosts, Pratty Sandhu and Paulie Fraser. And we are
So,
back here with some somber hearts. Paulie, I know you just lost a couple of members of your family, and I know you're going through some tough times. So condolences to
yeah,
yourself, and you know,
yeah.
let's
Well,
let's try to make the
having,
best of things as we. Well,
yeah,
go ahead.
doing things because I am a wee bit Celtic, having an old fashioned Irish wake, got myself
Gotcha.
some of my favorite, other than beer, got myself some scotch. So, yes, I'm having a drink in memory of my mom and unfortunately my dog, who people who have seen a lot of these have seen, little Bella doing a couple of her
Hmm.
cameos in the NFL and some of the NBAs. And I think we had one in golf. Unfortunately, yeah, I lost her as well too. So I don't know. Life goes on.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be doing my crazy happy dance, but I'm, like I said, having a wee bit of an Irish wake in memory of two people. So, you know,
Yeah.
to them,
Prayers,
cheers, y'all.
thoughts. Cheers, Paul. So a little recap from last week on the PGA
Yeah.
Tour. We had Ludwig Oberg winning the Genesis Open at Torrey Pines in thrilling fashion. He just stormed the back nine and won it by one shot over Maverick McNeely, who looked really impressive himself. He looked like he was almost going to shoot a 59. So
Ooh,
props to them.
sweet.
And in the Live Golf Tour, we had Joaquin Niemann from Chile taking the victory. He stormed back himself and took it. And unfortunately, none of the golfers I had were in the mix, but I did get a bunch of top 20s.
Oh, okay.
Cashed a top 20 from Charles Schwartzel, cashed a top 20 from Cameron Tringali, and I think I got one top 20 on the PGA Tour. So making a little hay there while we can.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now we're leaving the West Coast swing, Paul. Not quite going to Florida yet. We're making a little pit stop in Mexico. This is the
We're
bridge
taking we're
tournament.
taking the scenic route. They're taking the scenic route to Florida, eh?
Right. I mean, Mexico. This tournament, it's not a resort, right? So we get to chill a little bit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Vidanta
Yeah.
World. The fourth playing of this tournament. The first winner, I believe, was John Rahm. Then we had Tony Finau, and last year it was rookie Jake Knapp. He took
Okay.
it. So it's been a lot of bombers. It's the second longest course on tour, not including the majors.
Ooh.
So right behind Torrey Pines.
Oh,
So you would
okay.
think you need some bombers on this course, and I got four picks. One of them is definitely a bomber. It is
Okay.
one half of the Højgaard twins. It's Rasmus. I got him with my Bet365 boost up to 22 to 1. He was originally 19
Ooh.
to 1.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you to our friends at Bet365. They're just wonderful for golf betting. So, I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rasmus boost. He did really well at Scottsdale at the Phoenix Open. He was in contention on the last day, just had a bit of a meltdown on the back nine there, so he didn't finish as high as he should have.
Okay.
And he finished DFL dead freaking last week at Torrey. But I mean, he's a second favorite on this course for a reason. I mean, Torrey had a shitload of rough. This week in Mexico, we do not have a shitload of rough. Fairways are wide. I like for Rasmus to ball out, and I'm going to bite the bullet and take him at 22 to 1. He's got 5
Well,
wins on the DP World Tour, right?
they've got to have something on that course that bites back. I mean, if they don't really have a whole hell of a lot of rough, I'm guessing
Oh,
some of
win.
the sand traps are like massive,
Yeah, it's a Greg
and
Norman
put in the middle
design,
of
so it's got a lot of traps. Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, it's the
there.
wind is the main defense,
Okay.
right? But I mean,
Yeah.
this week it's not projected to have much wind, so
Okay.
it's pretty much what they call dome golf, or there's no weather really to affect you. But Rasmus has 5 wins on the DP World Tour. He's won against really good fields. I think he won their tour championship last year.
Mm.
He almost made his tour card last year. I think he lost it by
Okay.
one spot over Matthew Pavon. And his brother played on the tour last year, actually did really well at the Masters, Nikolai. But
Okay.
Nikolai actually made the tour quicker because he was on the European Tour Ryder Cup team
Ah.
seasons ago.
Yeah.
So that
You know, you get a wee boost like that, and it generally does help in a few times.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So I mean, Rasmus, he's a world class player, top 30 ranked player. I think he's probably the second ranked player behind Akshay Bhatia. And I'm going to bite the bullet. Take Rasmus, long hitter, great player, accomplished. And like I said, he's beaten a lot of good fields. And so let's take one half of the Twins.
All
And
right.
second pick is going to be a guy who has not won on tour. He's got a bunch of second places. It is Big Bo Hostler. He's a Texan. He's known for his putting, not known for his driving accuracy. So I figure this isn't a long commute for him from Texas down to Mexico, and he doesn't have to worry about long rough and
Oh yeah.
missing fairways because this course is not like that. It's a resort course, so it's made for birdies. So I like Bo at 37-1. I think I'm getting really good
Okay.
price. He hasn't won on tour, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, he's contended. He had a second in the fall, I believe, at Sanderson Farms. So, he's been in the mix in the last few months, just hasn't got across the line. Accomplished amateur, played really well in his first couple of seasons, but still hasn't got that dub. So this is probably the weakest field of the year, right? No real stars in the field besides maybe Akshay and the Højgaard twins and maybe a couple other guys. But yeah, I
Okay.
mean, shitty field. Let's take
Yeah.
advantage. Let's get across that line. Big Bo, the big hoss.
Oh yeah.
Third selection is going to be a unheralded player. It's Justin Lauer. He did really well at the Bob Hope. He had a chance to win that until Sepp
Okay.
Straka went nuclear. And he placed, I believe, third place in this tournament last year. So he's got some course history,
Back.
and he's finished pretty good at the old Bob Hope there, the American Express. So I like his chances. Great iron player. So let's see if Justin can do some work. He's at 65-1, which I think is pretty good odds considering no one really scares me in this field. So yeah, we're going to move along to the last pick. Another no-name guy, Paul. I mean, you can't get any more generic than Joe Highsmith, right? Or it could be Joe Smith, right? But I like his game. He had 4 straight top 20s in the
It
fall.
sounds like a running back or a wide receiver in the NFL, doesn't it? Joe High.
Yeah, it does.
Shouldn't he be NFL like a running back or a wide receiver or QB type? That's like a football
Something.
name. That's
It
awesome.
is.
I like and 85-1 too. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, he had 4 straight top 20s in the fall wraparound season. And I think he did okay in this tournament last year as well. And he wears the big sun hat, the big brimmed sun hat. So he kind of sticks out when you see him. So yeah, just kind of a long shot pick with Big Joe there. And my top 20 selections are going to be Hostler plus 150, Lauer plus 220, and Highsmith plus 260. Those are all with ties. Yeah, I like those. So a couple of those cash last week, and putting double the
Awesome.
amount I do on the outright victory for the top 20. So hopefully 2 of those will cash, and that'll be a winning proposition with those guys. So looking at the course, it's par 71, 7,400 plus yards, and previous winner Jake Knapp, 500 FedEx Cup points. And the following week, we're going to be going to Palm Beach Gardens for the old Honda Classic. It's now called the Cognizant, I believe. I can't keep up, but still a tough course. I mean, the winning score is usually, I think, 10 under or lower. So it's it's got a lot of water hazards, a lot of water. They've got the old bear trap, Paul, from 15 to 17. So hopefully we get a decent field for that because, a lot of the tour players live in Florida. I know your guy, Eldrick, will not be playing. He's still recovering. He's able to play the simulator, but he's not able to play an actual full-length golf course. But, so pretty much wrapping up the 4 picks. We had Rasmus Højgaard, 22-1. Big Bo Hostler, 37-1. Justin Lauer, 65-1. And Joey Highsmith, 85-1, with the last 3 all with top 20 selections. So I'm going to say it again. Let's try to bang out a winner, Paul. We've been unsuccessful so far this year, 0 of 8, I believe. We've had a second place, and we actually have had 2 second places, one on the PGA Tour and one on Live Golf. So just need to move 1 spot higher, Paul. What do you think?
Oh yeah,
you down?
What are your what would your stats be with your each way bets that you've had? The top 8 places, top 5. Your top 20. I mean, what
top 20s are okay.
What's the stats with all those? We haven't got an outright winner yet.
Not yet.
As 0 and 8, if you take everything else into account. Don't forget,
Yeah, I think the only things we catch so far was
if you look at
right. Sam Stevens was the only placings that we cashed. That was the second place at Torrey.
Yeah.
But we've got a bunch of top 20 finishes, and we'll have a bunch more, especially for the players. I believe the players is only a month away, Paul. And then the Masters is 7 weeks away. Less than 50 days till that little tournament in Augusta, Georgia, where they give out that green jacket, and history will be made. And we're going to be here for the whole ride, Paul. So let's get a winner. And good luck to all the picks. Ask the people to please subscribe to the channel. Please give us the old thumbs up. And Paul and I will catch everyone next time on For the Win. Later, y'all.
Ciao.
Peace.